I know, I know, I was gone for a while, but back now. All right. Before we even get to the video, listen to this. All right. Reason for why I was gone. It wasn't due to anything family related, friend related. It wasn't anything serious. The reason for why I was gone was due to my phone in the charger. All right. One day, I forget what day it was. Like last week, 2 weeks ago. Don't know. Sometime in the past, my phone had died, right? And I wanted to go charge it. But for some reason, the charger died. I guess I don't know how else to put it. But essentially, what had happened was I plugged in the charger to the phone, and it didn't blink, like the LED light that phones usually have nowadays. That didn't blink, indicating that the charger was charging the phone. So, well, basically, what I had to do was just wait up until I could get a new charger for the phone, which took quite a while, as you could see. But when this happened, by the way, when this day occurred, I was still a freshman, just vibing out in summer. Now I'm a freaking sophomore, y'all, a sophomore, 10th grade, 10th grade, which, by the way, there may be a video with me and my boy Nick talking about the entire sophomore experience as of the first week we've actually been sophomores. Be on the watch for that. It's not uploading as of anytime soon. We still got to figure out a schedule for that. But point stands, due to one issue, this video has had to been delayed. Any video has had to been delayed because of just low power. I couldn't do anything else, and I'm not about to upload with the other phone because that phone literally can't handle it. It's only this one that I can really do work on. So that blows. That does blow. But we're back here. We're back now. Everybody sit down, get your popcorn, because we got a series to resume. Alright, so quick reminder before we start this next episode. From last episode on to episode 36, I think it was. I think that was it. Yeah, so from episode 34 to 36, you guys should be remembering what's going down in these episodes because it's mainly lore based. All of them are. So remember them for as long as you can, up until you think it's all right to let loose of that information, and you should be good. All right, without the way, let's get back to it. Been a minute since I actually had to read something aloud. Usually read in my head nowadays, but see how I do this time. I usually stutter on these, so let's get it going. Rio was now sitting on his bed, holding the ice pack Deku gave him to his head. Everyone in his class stood around him as Rio told them about his dream. Then I ran. I ran and ran and ran. Then woke up here. Rio left out some details from the dream, but the message of his fear still remained. He didn't say anything about the dark aura, just him, the figure, and the room. This is the second time you had a dream like this? It's technically my fourth. You had to deal with this dark figure before. The figure appeared recently. I don't know why, but they did. The last few times I had the dream without him were peaceful. But with him there, it's a different story. How did you end up passing out here in the first place? I, I don't know. The last thing I remember was having a headache. But me and Sue heard you scream. And when we came in here, it looked like a fight went down. Real, there's something you aren't saying about this? You can tell us. We're here to help. I've told you all of it. Well, if that's the case, as I would step back to look at the rest of the class, you all go on and head to class. Rio, stay here. You'll be excused for the day. Really? Over a bad dream? Just go to class, problem child. It's too early in the morning for this and you know it. I swear, Rio was just weak. They then walked out of Rio's room, leaving him there alone with Azal. So, Rio. Yeah? If these dreams do ever come back, tell us immediately. I have a feeling about what's happening with you. It may be more worrying at first glance. Right. And I know you're thinking of this as being a burden to us. Well, this class has been through some things in the past, and one more problem won't hurt us at all. Trust us. I will, sir. Thank you. Aizawa then walked out the room. 30 minutes passed. Rio was still sitting on his mattress, holding the ice pack to his head as he watched manga videos on his phone, when he heard something echoing throughout the halls. Knocking. 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 What is that? Rio stood from the bed and peeked out the door to the hallway. The knocking sound was still echoing throughout the building. Knocking. 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 It's coming from downstairs. Rio slowly walked through the hallway to the stairs, gripping the ice pack nervously. He then reached the main floor where the knocking seemed to have originated. Knocking. 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 It's the entry doors. Rio slowly walked over to the doors to the dorm building, and slowly rested his hand on a knob and twisted it. Okay. Rio swung open the door and then saw no one. Huh? But then...
Master.
Huh? Rio was then pushed down to the ground by some small force that appeared like a small brown blur at first. Rio had some type of dog pushed him to the ground and look his face, but his tongue didn't feel like a dog's, but much more like the smooth back of a spoon. The dog itself had brownish colored metallic fur and green eyes. Yes, this dog was. Oh, it's you. Hey, easy, queen, easy.
Kid, it's felt like forever. I thought I'd never see you again. I was happy I could sing.
Please don't. We don't need a Disney musical right now. We could do that some other time. Queen then got off of Rio as Rio slowly stood to his feet. Well, where have you been the last few days?
I've been providing information on the Stalker situation to the police. Specifically on Stefano and what he did outside of Japan. After that, I've been serving as part of the kin I needed.
How fitting.
That's exactly.
Wait, how did... Oh, I forgot you could do that. Man, it's been a while. Well, I'm assuming that Aizawa told you to come here. Oh, so you weren't. Ah, well, don't worry about that. Follow me. Rio led Quinn up to his room. 5 minutes passed.
So, you've been having dreams about some type of shadow figure. Have they been scaring you?
To be honest, yeah, it's how frequent the dreams are becoming and how well connected they are to each other is what bothers me. That, and I feel like that specific dream is familiar because of how much I've been there.
Now, if you don't find me being a bother, what did the dream look like?
Well, imagine an all yellow landscape. Everywhere you look seems to be either painted with yellow paint or turned to gold, and the ground of the area is covered in fog.
Heaven?
Hmm. While it is a pretty sight, I don't know if it's that. That'll be groovy though.
Groovy? Isn't that old slang for cool?
Well, yeah, I guess, but I still like to say it.
I see. Well then, downloading the term groovy to personal verbal dictionary.
A verbal dictionary.
Yes, this dictionary consists of all the words that my system is able to combine together to create a sentence. Isn't that groovy? Ah, I see why you like that word. My joy levels went up when I said it.
Are enjoyment levels even a thing, or did you make that one up?
I may have just now made it up.
Groovy. Rio and Queen continued to conversate until they approached the topic of Queen's own the authorities by Stefano.
So, according to the officers that I've informed, Stefano is currently facing life in prison.
Life? I don't know if that's a good thing or if I should feel bad about it.
You're conflicted.
Yeah, I barely knew the guy back in our old town, but when I did speak to him, he was kind of cool for someone his age. And now he's going to the slammer. Oh, wait, he's technically already in there. You said that him and Katie are in some type of prison transport ship, right?
That's correct.
I just can't help but wonder how it came to this. Do you know why Stefano just suddenly decided to go, well, kill her? Queen went silent for a moment.
I do. It's a story that I hate reliving. The first time he found me.
Found?
Allow me to explain. This occurred sometime last year, but it haunts me to this day. Stefano and a group of three other boys decided to go around town during nights and explore. This foolish adventure they ventured on eventually led them to a rundown building. It used to be a family pizzeria diner, almost like Chuck E. Cheese. However, due to legal reasons involving a plethora of other diners, they were forced to shut down. The group knew this and decided to break in. They entered through a broken window, sure not to scrape themselves against the broken glass. Stefano was the last to enter. Once all of them were within the broken down building, they all searched around the place. As for that moment, they were within the actual dining area of the diner. But very soon they came across a stage. This stage was for the old animalistic puppet entertainers to wow the participants of the diner and children on their birthdays. The puppets consisted of a bipedal rabbit with a guitar and a bipedal bear with a microphone that wore a top hat and a bow tie. The two may have been the reason for the diner shutdown all along, but I digress. When the group encountered the stage, both of the previously mentioned puppets weren't there. The empty stage was disappointing for the group, and they decided to turn back. However, that was when Stefano stepped on a weak part of the floor, or a crack in the floorboard, if you will. He let out a yelp as he fell straight to the ground. The rest of the kids ran away as the floor slowly fell beneath their feet, leaving Stefano as he fell straight down for some time before he landed on his left leg. He let out a painful shout, looking up to the massive hole that he fell through, waiting for someone to peek in. However,
Guys, guys, where'd you go?
they were gone. They ran away in fear, but Stefano didn't notice. So, his thought process was,
They left me behind.
Stefano already had a history with being left out and being cast aside. So of course, this angered him. While just dropping from the floor into this place's basement and hurting his leg, he didn't care about that. When his friends didn't come back to check up on him, he already made up his mind.
Those bastards! They had the audacity to leave me after that. When I get out of here.
So, he slowly stood, and he looked everywhere around him, taking in his surroundings. He seemed to be in a part of the diner meant for employees only. He considered a small scare would do the trick, but he eventually went against the thought when he considered how bad he hurt his leg. He continued to look around him some more, and what he found around him were pictures drawn by kids, posters of the puppets, and a poster of what appeared to be an old event held at the diner with a picture of a man. The poster read,
Welcome to Spring Resort. On the 6th of June, 1976, come on down to see the genius behind all of the magic here at our family diner. The Puppet Master. 1976. No wonder this place looks like this.
he continued to look around. He later stumbled upon a maintenance room, employee bathroom, and me. I was meant to be a gift to give to a child on their birthday. But seeing as though there were close to no birthdays held there, I was never revealed to anyone. So, on some occasions, I came online to check my surroundings, but I normally stayed offline. And offline I was, sitting right on the floor near the maintenance room.
Whoa. What is this?
He then read my old name tag, which, to this day, I still hate.
Fetch. What type of lazy branding is that for a dog?
When he did this, that's when I finally awoke and followed through on my programming. Hello, birthday boy. Spring Resort has a gift for you. Me, your loyal new best friend, Fetch. Any command you can think of, I can do. So, what will we be doing today?
A talking dog?
That's when he noticed my mouth wasn't moving when I spoke, but he heard me clear as day. I can do much more than just talk. I can roll over, play games, eat anything else you can think of. And then, that's when I said it. The thing that may have triggered the personality switch. You know, not many know about this, but my creator also gave me other abilities that some animatronics can't do.
Like?
I can read minds and I'm made of by titanium. That means I can't be hurt normally. Isn't that swell?
Read minds. type of BS is that?
Oh, it's anything but, friend.
Wait, how did.
Told you.
No way. If you can really do that, then who am I thinking of right now? Katie Matthews.
Katie Matthews, your older sister, to be more exact. I wish I kept that info to myself, because then a smile stretched across his face.
Well, if that is true, then she'll also be telling the truth about their other talents. So, you said that you can do anything I order you to.
Yep, that's your birthday gift. A loyal friend. So, what are we doing today?
Well, there are three other people here. Mean, terrible people. You see, they left me here. And this isn't the first time they've done this either.
Oh no, that's terrible.
It is. I was left to be here, probably to never get any outside help, thanks to people that I've considered friends for quite some time.
I'm really sorry about that, truly. I would never treat you like that, ever. I'll make sure to never leave your side. Not like these other friends you have.
Is that so? How about this then? How about we give them a scare to get back at them?
You're planning on pranking them?
Not really. You would be. However, I wouldn't consider it a prank, per se. I would consider it as a killing.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, nothing too serious. Just getting rid of some kids who don't know how to treat their friends correctly. As someone of such loyalty, you can understand how that is annoying, correct? Besides, their teeth are sharp. It'll be easy.
No,
That's no. Really? How are you going to prove your loyalty to me then? Rolling over? Sitting? That is nothing. If you are a proper birthday present, you'd listen to your master.
but
Hush. Now, as my first order,
it was at this moment that I could have sworn on my creator's life that I seen his eyes flash a worrying blue color.
kill the other three people here and find us a way out of here while you're at it. Go.
But yes, master. And with that, I darted past the final ring. You can assume the rest. We then later left the building, walking side by side as my jaw dripped blood onto the ground. Stefano smirked with enjoyment, but I felt like I was under the influence of something. I wasn't myself then. As we walked, Stefano decided to play Bohemian Rhapsody on his phone.
You know, you may really be my new best friend.
Thank you, Master.
But you know, if I may, I have to admit that I hate your name. Well, to be honest, my name isn't any better.
You really think so?
I do. So you know what? Today, we both start anew. No longer are we going to be ignored, left behind, or excluded by people like that. Never again. So starting today, I'm done with the chump, Stefano. From now on, I am Killer. And as my little companion, you'll be Queen. Yes, the one who bites back at the opposition.
Queen. if Master wills it. Gilbert laughed and laughed. He was truly so proud of himself for practically being responsible for murder. It sickens me now, but not in that moment. I was still willing to serve him. How foolish. We continued to walk further away from the building. But that's when something unexpected occurred. From behind us, we would hear a loud explosion sound out throughout the town. We turned only to see the building we came from on fire.
Did, did you do that?
No, Master. He continued to gaze into the flames until he said,
Leaving with the bang, huh? I like the sound of that. And with that, the long awaited episode 35 is over. Woo! That's Queen. That's some Queen lore for y'all. I for some reason, I don't know why. I kind of see where y'all come from. For some reason, Queen is a fan favorite character. That's interesting to me. I didn't expect that. Queen was originally meant to be like just this side villain character, but now she's a lot more than that. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm glad to see Queen is where she is now. If you also liked it, if you like this video alone, if you like the series alone, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, subscribe down below, and catch you on the flip.